Last time on the Reclamation, the final bout between the Caped Frontiers and the Remnants took place. A gruesome and bloody battle, which ended in the Remnants claiming victory and becoming the #1 team in the Skall Tournament of Powers. And now, it's time to party.
That's not right. That's not right. That looks gnarly.
It was an accident. It was on purpose, but it wasn't really meant to be on.
Hurting like a son of a bitch. Let me tell you what.
Maelthorin is tired of taking shrooms.
Force a fucking squirrel. A squirrel.
Yeah.
I'm having a heart attack.
Yeah, Timmy's mom.
I turned the
computer on. What's up?
Timmy's mom's hot.
The High Wizard starts floating down as the screens that were floating around kind of focus in on him. And he's like, with an epic battle conclusion, the Remnants have claimed victory. Now, we party. And more fireworks than before start going off. And everybody just starts cheering and yelling. And you see a lot of people start throwing out their own spells with their own fireworks, and a whole bunch of just crazy nonsense is going on. You even see people out flinging food at each other, and it's just become a whole mess in this Coliseum. As the High Wizard turns to both you and the Cape Frontier and is like, go rest up. You guys have your own VIP parties at the Slick and Spit tonight. And then he turns his attention to you guys. Come by my office in the training hall tomorrow for your reward. And then you see from behind, there's a hot dog that goes flying and just hits him in the back of the head. And he picks it up and he goes, oh, what the hell? And he turns around and with telekinesis, with a little bit maybe too much force for a hot dog, chucks it back into the crowd.
Why a hot dog?
Okay.
No wasted wieners.
So at this point, Gofor comes up, is like, we will rest up and meet you at the bar. Yeah. Then he turns around and starts hobbling away a little bit as he's not fully healed. He's kind of like limping a little bit.
Does he not have his own blood on him as well?
I look at him and like, he has more blood on him than you and I combined.
A healer comes up, and as Gofar is limping away, he's just slowly like trying to heal while moving. He's like, you really should have moved. You really should have moved. He's like, I'm okay.
I feel great. I feel fine.
I was like, is there enough healers per party member that's like
Everyone
trying
gets
to...
full health. Yep, everyone is up to
Okay.
full health.
Holy hell.
Still, health-wise, you're good, but still, there's still that physical tiredness. Very, very
Big
light
tired.
with all the healing. With all that healing energy, you guys do feel like a little bit more energized and ready for what's to come at the VIP party.
Woot woot.
So
You said you're at full health, right?
Yep. If there's anything you guys want to do beforehand, I leave it to you. If not, we can just head to the bar. Obviously,
ready to
clean
play.
it. You guys clean up.
We get changed.
I need to take a shower. I smell like shit.
Let's say, do we need
Yeah,
to have like a
smell
group
like a
little,
dick.
a group little session on the battlefield before we make sure we're all good mentally? Like, are you all are we okay?
Can we
There was a lot
we're saying
there.
are
That
we
was-
okay, but we're looking at Sabbath.
Are
Okay, you
we
give me my back.
okay?
I feel fine.
I feel fine. As someone that's been close to death multiple times in this party, I know you're getting uncomfortably familiar with it.
Whoa.
But you're still good, right?
The way.
I know you didn't berserk this time. That's nice. You did rage, but you're still controlled that whole time.
Yeah, he hit me so hard. I don't think there was enough blood for me to get angry.
Gosh.
What a quote. Well, that's good.
Where are we
It's
at
good to know
again?
that- Who's our lord? Who's our lord? Healer.
The one we're working
Can you
for.
spice him up a little more? I cast fireball.
I feel fine. I feel fine. Yeah. I could go for a drink.
All right, we'll keep an eye on you.
a great
I like the
idea.
attitude.
Yeah.
We'll watch, and we'll get a drink. Be careful which drink you get.
Yeah, none of the illusionary ones.
I'll take an illusionary one.
Nice. Does he know there's no bartender here?
We're
You
not
guys
there
are just
yet,
out.
okay.
You guys are just out in the middle of the Coliseum.
Yeah.
Just dogging.
And one for my friends.
Oh boy. Come on, buddy.
All right, he's got off already. We're not even there yet.
It's refresh time.
Yeah, you guys get cleaned up, get all nice and clean, and you guys make your way back to the Slick and Spit, where you are welcomed with everybody that participated. Everyone's there, and they it's a party. It's more contained than the Coliseum, but it's still like people are having a good time. There's not only somebody on the piano,
Oh God.
but this one's a professional, and next to him they have somebody with like a stringed, like a lyre, and they're just playing a jaunty tune.
Get him, his pants are on fire.
Sir?
He's hallucinating already.
All right, Squilliam. Is there any recognition as we walk into the room?
Oh yeah, you get a bunch of people, mainly from Asterfeld and Pondashali. As you guys spend a lot of time in those towns, they all come up, they like congratulate you, they kind of like, you know, a lot of pats on the backs, a lot of high fives.
Is Donde anywhere?
Yeah,
Do you see Donde?
yeah, Donde's there. He kind of gives each of you like a good handshake.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, great job representing Violet Hall, really great.
Did it for
Trying
you,
our
buddy.
best.
Did it for you.
Cool. Hell yeah.
I did it for me.
I see he's coping well.
For me.
Yeah. We did do it for the.
But we thought about you a little bit when we weren't getting hit.
Which was
You get it a lot. Yeah, that's true.
Is this guy our server?
yes, I'd like to put
No,
an
you
appetizer.
idiot.
I'll get.
He's the fucking entertainment. God, you moron. How dare you?
Oh, he's the liar. He's
Oh,
your pants.
yeah.
Your pants are on fire.
I'm just gonna put my arm over Sabas and we're just gonna
Oh,
keep
I've never-
walking. Just come on.
I've never heard
You're
that
doing
joke
great,
before.
buddy.
It's funny. Oh, I'm crying.
We're gonna move towards the bar. How about?
Oh.
We need to get this guy a
Yeah.
drink.
In a chair.
As
And a table.
celebration, everyone gets a choice of food for free.
For free?
And
all of
your
them?
and your
Steak and
your first drink is on the house as well.
All the drinks are on the house right here.
First drink is on the house.
All drinks. All drinks. All drinks. All drinks.
We're the champions, damn it! I got punched like
Damn it.
5 times by that guy.
I didn't even punch him. I cut him with my sword.
I punched him with my sword.
He punched me with his sword.
My chest punched his sword.
We are the champions. We are the champions.
I think that guy's drunk.
Who let Maelthorin
You want to get
pregame
the
the VIP
dying
party?
gal off the stage?
No time for losers. Because we
What is
are
it?
champions.
I don't recognize this
What?
tune.
Lovely song you just. Did you just write that?
Yeah,
I did. I did. I hope it doesn't get taken down from YouTube.
You're a wordsmith. That's wow.
And you see the person on the piano and the person on the lyre. They kind of stop playing for a moment, and they're like, "Now, time for the main entertainment." And you see, coming in, there are there are 3 elementals. You see a rock elemental, a air elemental, and a fire elemental.
Oh my god, it's the Avatar.
We call ourselves the Elementalist, and we are here to sing you our hit song, Boogia. And they start singing a little jaunt, which sounds a lot like a song we all know by Earth, Wind, and Fire as September, but in our calendar it is Boogia. And he's like, "Do you remember the 10th night of Boogia?"
Oh.
Boogia.
You know what?
I say
That's about as much as we can play right now.
Right. It's too close. We're too close.
oh no, it's
I'm
fine.
grabbing a purple
that was
worm rub
glorious.
sizzler and a steak and potatoes, and I'm going off into a corner and eating it.
Yeah, he's eating it.
You know what? In
Kind
tune
of
of
looking
that,
around, making sure none
I'll
of
take
my
an elemental.
friends are getting too
Elemental
hammered.
mimic.
Elemental Mimic Tongue, give me a D4.
D4. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bow.
2. As you go to drink the Elemental Mimic Tongue, the color inside turns to a blue. And as you start drinking it, it's water. Tastes water.
Tight.
As you finish it, you set it down. And you swear everything becomes waves.
All right. I'll bob up and down.
Everything's gotten wavy on you.
Wavy.
That goes on for about a minute or so, then your vision kind of returns to normal.
I'm gonna keep waving.
Alright, we know how good I am at the piano. I'm drunk. I'm gonna slide my way over to the piano.
How are you drunk already?
We can't argue that
He's been downing them.
And I'm gonna
think
put
you're
my
gonna
magic
push
fingers on this piano. And I'm gonna
So
play a
how much have you bought?
You didn't have to say it like that.
tune.
Yeah, as I
Whoa.
say, let's say we're now a couple hours into it. The band stops playing and everybody's just been kind of hanging out. And you go up there. First off, how many do you think you've had to drink at this point?
Yes.
I like that answer, yes.
Okay, give me
Is the bar empty?
give me
Well, you're drunk.
give me a Constitution saving throw. I should have been doing this from night 1, but
20.
It is a saving throw. Yes, it is a saving throw. So yeah, I'm gonna need a saving throw from everybody.
Ooh,
Everybody.
a con saving.
Well, yeah,
throw?
you guys are 2 hours in. Well, I guess anybody who has drank more than their free drink.
I'm just sipping on my free drink.
Okay,
'cause
then
I'm
you're
watching
fine.
the crowd.
Everybody in the club getting tipsy.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Ooh, Nat.
So Sabas and Balasar, even without the music playing, you both are like clasped onto each other and like going back and forth, going.
Tidy, 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 tidy.
Well, you know, you're my favorite.
Go ahead and give me a performance check, Maelthorin, for that piano playing.
Oh, it's a 16.
Slightly above average.
Any negatives because he's drunk?
No, because he passed his con save.
Yes, I did, like a freaking
He
baller.
passed his con save,
You're
so
not
there
drunk.
are no there. He's feeling a little buzz, but not enough to affect his piano playing.
La la la.
You see, Dubagger, that Grodar approaches you in the corner, and he's like, "Before your party gets too invested in the festivities, I think we should all get together and have a talk."
Okay. I will go talk to them and see if I can pull them away from their fun.
This guy babysitting his drink in the corner.
Gotta have a feeling what this is about, so I go up to the two hugging each other back and forth. Oh, hey, Grodar wants to talk to us.
It's Bagger.
Hey, hardly know her.
What?
You guys are hilarious.
What's your doo-doo smell like?
Oh, I'm glad to see you're not crying no more. Hey,
You want a
Grodar
drink?
came up to me. He says that we need to talk before you guys get too annihilated.
Too annihilated.
You should have seen my face. That got annihilated.
I know. I seen.
I can't feel my nose.
I go to Saren. Oh, yeah, Saren.
Let's go hear him out.
Oh, hey.
Grodar came up to me, and he thinks that we need to talk before our group gets too drunk.
I am a little curious about them. That's a good idea. Yeah, let's go talk to them.
You want to help me get the other three?
I look up at them and I look and see what they're doing, and I go, oh, okay. Let's go get them.
All right.
Hey, guys, you want some more drinks at this table over here?
Drinks? He said, you get more drink. Drinks.
You see, peeking around Saren's side is Galder. He's like, "I got a drink for you guys." And he
Balasar.
he looks up at you, Saren. He's like, "Trust me."
Okay.
I trust him with
Follow the
everything.
You what?
I'll give him everything. He can have it all. Everything. You're
I still got plenty in my mug here.
I'm just gonna take the bag of holding that you just gave him.
Yeah, he's gonna give us more drinks.
The drunken rage with a bag of holding.
Oh.
Yes, Mr. Pianist. You want to come join us too?
Drinks?
Yeah.
Come get a drink, buddy.
Or there with Gordon.
That's fine. Let's do this. I cut it out mid song. Like I was just like listening like this on the edge, just like going to town, and I'm just like, oh, drinks, huh? Really.
So you guys head out, and Gofor, Grodar, and Galder they kind of like they kind of walk with you. They kind of help with the ones that aren't really walking too straight themselves. And they take you to the wall of town, which was just, maybe like a 3-minute walk. You guys get to the edge, and you go in, and they lead you up to where you're now on the stone wall of Skall, looking out into the vast space northeast of town. And Galdar pulls out a couple of bottles, pops them open, and hands it to the ones that are drunk. The 2 that are drunk.
More drink? Okay.
He looks at you, Maelthorin. He's like, you don't need this one. As you guys drink it, you actually feel yourself. As you do that, you become undrunk.
Oh,
Great.
killing the buzz.
There's still the buzz. You guys just aren't like incoherent and unintelligible.
So within the buzz and drunk lines.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take that. Yo, wizardry.
So you wanted to talk to us?
Yeah, what is this about?
You see, Gofor sits on the wall with his back facing. So as you look at him, his back is facing the town, and you see the moon kind of somewhat above him a little bit. It's a pretty clear night, a little bit chilly. You guys are in your winter clothing. You're up there, and there's still a little bit of snow kind of covering a couple areas. If we look at the calendar, it is a full moon tonight.
What are the odds?
What are the odds indeed? Grodar just kind of stands next to him, and he goes, we heard of what transpired with Edenfell.
Oh.
We didn't even know he was here. That sly son of a bitch.
What do you know about the whole situation?
Didn't you travel with him?
Gofor, with his arms crossed, kind of goes, we didn't know much after we had the crash, the boat crash. We had our tiefling. He was the one who was caught off guard. Both Edenfell and the Dragonborn were together. Those sons of bitches backstabbed us.
In cahoots. Together.
Really?
What Dragonborn?
We also had a dragon. He was a golden dragonborn.
What was his name?
And Galder kind of like puts his hand on Gopher's legs. Like, when they came here, they were pretty hard hit with amnesia. A lot is still unknown, but for some reason a lot of their memories came back after the news of Edenfell's death came.
You guys remember anything concerning blue blood?
Grodar speaks up. Grodar remembers we washed up on shore, and We followed a trail and found our way to the tower, where Edenfell was caught talking with the Dragonborn and a shadowy figure, and we were still weak from practically drowning. We don't even know how we survived. And Gofar goes, and that son of a bitch caged us and experimented on us.
Edenfell?
They took our blood. He said that they needed it to enhance. They needed strong blood to enhance. Whatever. And that's when we woke back up on the shore with no memory. Until Edenfell passed.
So
He took your blood? Your blood is necessary for stronger?
Well, we are strong.
That was not in
True.
question. I was
You
not
are
questioning your strength, to be clear. I was. So your blood is special, as in different from the.
No.
Are you strong because your blood is special, or is your blood special because you're strong?
And he kind of like rubs his head, and Galder goes, with the experiments that I've ran on their blood, what most likely is the cause of all this is, in order to change the structure of a being, means basically changing the blood that runs within them. And now Carnavia, being the way that we are, we don't have a lot of people like these two. We don't have full orcs here, or and then Gofar goes, Goliath. He's like, yes, Goliath. We don't have them here. So it's safe to say that for the lack of what they are here, Edenfell needed a source for experimenting of some form of evolution. Obviously, we've seen the reports, we've heard what's been going on with the blue-veined creatures, and it seems like normal people becoming that strong does not happen regularly. Even as someone who deals a lot with blood magic, that does not happen.
So, where you're from, I think we read about Davonmere a little bit.
Davonmere, home. Yeah.
Is there anyone like us? And I point to me, and I point to Maelthorin. From where you're from?
Oh, yes. We have all walks of life. We have goblins, we have bugbears, we have elves, half-elves, drows, dragonborn, we have tieflings. It's coming here was, at first we thought we were just washed up in an unknown shore of Davonmere, but we quickly found out once we were brought into Skall that this is a completely different land.
What's the source of this experimentation?
I too have been subject to the experimentation, but not in the same way you were. I received the end result. Like you said, I think I am also from Davonmere. It's hazy, but I'm almost certain of it. Your blood, plus what Edenfell had done, was used against and on me, as well as others.
Amnesia seems like a pretty common side effect of this testing as well.
I don't know if it's shock or pain or even if it's just not wanting to remember, but I think you're right. It's hard to recall.
You see, the time that you guys have spent talking, ever since the mention of the Dragonborn came up, Grodar has been pretty deep in thought. He's like, his eyes are moving back and forth. He's trying to piece things together. Mock. That was his name. Mock. Our Dragonborn was named Mock. And then Gofar sits for a second after he says that, and he's like, Mock. That traitorous bastard.
I imagine you have no idea where Mock is or where they were last hiding away.
Last we saw was them all together in Edenfel's tower, in the town that you call Astrafeld.
The tower that's gone now.
Gone.
Is there any sense of how much time has passed since you last saw them?
Since we last saw them, it was before the war. Because we were here during it.
In Skall or in Carnavia in general?
Both.
So I assume you were active in the war as well.
Not so much at the time. We were, for the first part of the war, no, we were still kind of recovering. But once we found our strength again, we immediately joined in. We just mainly wanted to, once again, apologize for how one little mishap in our judgment of party members has costed so many more. So much. But, and if I heard, and he looks around, looks at you, Saren. I heard you were the one that was close with him, the one from Astrafeld. We wanted to offer a chance to tell as much of the story as need be. I'm sure he probably has his own twisted way of speaking of it, of us.
I didn't hear. I kind of heard it from him. I guess there was a book in the library. You all crashing on Carnavia. Not much else about you guys. So you crashed and during the war and immediately joined the...
Before the war was when
my
the boat crashed.
You crashed, found yourself at the tower, caged, experimented, and then found yourself back on the shore.
Once most of our memories came back, yes, that is the timeline of events. We should have saw it coming. They were acting strange since the mission was accepted. Some unknown land far off north.
Mission.
We were told that there was land to explore, new land. So we set off north from... we set up north from Titus, the desert town.
Titus?
Is that in this map?
Of
It's
Davonmere, right?
in Davonmere. I'm familiar with it.
Yes.
Who,
We were requested
who
by
gave
the
you this
Dragon
mission?
Elder from the temple just south of that town.
Do you know the clan of that Dragon Elder?
I do not believe he associated with the clan. In his mind, if you want to be the elder, you become your own clan.
Interesting.
But you know, we knew Edenfell and Mock were being. We just thought they were bonding. Just party members, you know, spending time with each other, bonding. We never thought that we would meet the day where our own party member backstabs us. Literally. And you see Gofor takes off his shirt, his coat and his shirt, and you see on his back, purposely unhealed, is a mark about, you know, yay big. Where it seemed not only was there a stab wound, but there seemed to have been some form of necrotic energy forcing its way through his body at one time.
So, question says unhealed.
Purposefully.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I asked that, because would the people that healed us in the arena, would they have known not to heal that?
I tell him to leave it alone.
Serves
Pretty
as a
simple.
reminder, huh?
A reminder.
Do you remember which one of the two specifically stabbed you?
Stabbed me. That one was Edenfell. Our tiefling friend who perished, that was done by Mock. But of course we outnumbered them, so we were able to, after the initial surprise, we're able to deal with it until the dragon came and destroyed our ship. What kind of sick and twisted plan they have, I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon or Muck destroyed the ship?
The dragon.
Mock is the dragon.
Mock is the dragonborn.
Okay.
Do you remember what element that dragon was associated with?
The dragon, that one was fire. That was a red dragon. Go ahead. Everybody give me a... What do I want to make this? Probably a... Everyone give me a history roll. For you, Balasar, I'm going to want 2 from you.
2 history checks?
2 history checks from you. Okay, not relatively high DC, but still higher than some of the numbers you guys rolled.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, Balasar, your second one was at a lower DC, so you actually passed both of them. Maelthorin, Balasar, and Sabis. Oh, sorry, I was looking at your performance check. Not you, Maelthorin. Your 5 doesn't count.
Oh, I was about to say.
So, Balasar and Sabis, the name Mock rings a bell, because that is one of the names that you guys got of the, was at the time leaders of the Circle of World Order. Mock was one of the 5 names.
Mm-hmm.
And that second history check, Balasar, that dragonborn that came to your village the night everything froze, the night of ice. You've never seen a golden or yellow dragonborn. Could have been golden. It looked a lot shinier than yellow.
Remind me, in that vision, did his face look normal, or did he have some of the purple aura in some fashion?
He had his hood up for the most part,
Right.
but with how that went down, how you got up close to him, his eyes were purple, and you see that there was a like an opening in his forehead.
So probably looked a lot worse than the last time his friends saw him.
You know, we don't want to keep everybody too long from the party, but I have no idea what they have planned. Whatever, the Dragonborn is still out there, Mock's still out there. We don't know exactly what they have planned going on, but it seems like you guys are kind of taking charge of this.
You could say that.
The High Wizard puts a lot of trust into us, so we know you guys plan on heading to Gelbank. There might be answers there, for sure.
Any unanswered questions? I think we've also gotten a few hints that maybe communication's not been the best between us and Gelbank since the winter seasons have begun. So,
I mean, they've been setting up communication. It's never been set up, and we've been trying to get the required equipment and magic to Gelbank in order to set up the communication. It seems like once spring starts, we should be good to start communicating with them the way that all the towns here communicate. But if you ever head back to our home, back to Davonmere for any reason, let us know. We will aid you on that trip.
Do you plan on staying in Skall for the time being?
Until the time of our homecoming is presented, yes. We do not have the necessary desire. We didn't leave a whole lot back there. Just our friends over at Gleam. Savis. Something clicks when he says Gleam.
Gleam?
Gleam, our merry band of mercenaries, yes. And he pulls out a little card from his pocket, and you see the acronym Gleam, and Gofor, Goliath, likes destroying things, dislikes swimming. Yeah, our mercenary guild. And you see that the G in Gleam is the exact same, with the little gun, the like C that has the little gun pointing down. Yeah. You from down? You heard of this? You heard of us?
Yes, I have. Huh.
Definitely check us out. If we go back, we'll take you to our main base. You know, I don't know.
That very much.
You know Davonmere. It's in Rathkin.
I
remember Rathkin. Okay, cool.
You know Rathkin, right down the street from
time.
what's fucking nuts and.
Are you also
Yeah,
from
you know
Davonmere?
No.
What's this? What's going on?
What's going on?
Well, please, if you have any other questions, let me or Grodar know. We'll, best of our memory serves, as much information as we can. But we kind of feel like we've kind of said most of it already, unfortunately. Not a lot to go on, but hopefully it helps maybe connect a few dots, at least.
It certainly does. And first and foremost, I would like to send my deepest apologies, and I get down on one knee. It's an uphill battle to clear the name of all Dragonborn, but I want you to know this. I'll try to do what's right to clear our name. It's a heavy tragedy that my race has brought to not just this land but yours. I'll make this right. I bow my head down.
You bow down. You're looking down at the ground, the stone wall that you stand upon.
Mm.
It starts to get farther away. And I guess at a point your feet start dangling as you look back up, and Gofor just has you picked up. And he just kind of like sets you back down on your feet, kind of like pats off your leg. No apologies. No. Like we said, we were a part of the war front. There are many that fought alongside. It is not a thing to do with your race. It's with everything going on, it has to be deeper. We know that. We don't have the dots to connect. And I don't know if we would even be able to connect those dots ourselves. But not every one of your kind is to blame. And after seeing how you fare on the battlefield, I know that both you and whoever you came from were not some of the scumbags who decided to throw everything to the wind.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna hold on to my pendant. Thank you.
Oh! The clan necklace. I've seen one of those before.
This one.
Oh, not that one. No.
Okay.
No. Different color, different clan leader, and back in Davimir. You're a clan leader. Impressive.
I suppose I'm most likely the last one of my kind, but yes.
A clan.
Oh.
Of his clan, he said, means.
Yes. So I suppose I would be the leader of said clan.
Well, and that necklace is the proof. Congratulations. He kind of like pats you on the shoulder a little bit. And, well, I think I'm going to go to bed. And he looks at you, Sabis. My foot still hurts.
It hurts because he kicked my ass.
Kick my head.
So probably because you stabbed it as you were dying.
There wasn't many options left.
At least you didn't stab him in the back. Stabbing him in the foot like a real man.
Yeah, that would have been hard to, like, move past.
But yeah, so you see the three of them head down, and before Galder starts heading down, he looks back at you, Sabis, and he's like, you said you were experimented on. When you are checking in with the High Wizard tomorrow, I would love to get a sample of your blood. You are the only person who has this that hasn't turned into a freakish ghoul.
Well,
I saw that. I'm not talking about that. Your skin's not gray.
Mm-hmm.
Your mind is your own.
You've
not to
come
that
back
level.
to us.
And I can't
would-
say for certain that I won't ever not.
That's
For
fine,
now,
but you haven't yet. I need to know. It might help with the cure.
Mm-hmm. As far as we
If-
know, you're an anomaly of what we've seen. So that shows for something.
Yeah, I pray Shara protects me. As you wish, I will, I'll give you some of my blood. If not to help myself, but to help others.
And you see he kind of smiles and blushes a little bit. Okay. And starts going, starts walking out.
He likes blood. Be a blood wizard.
He does blood magic.
Shaming.
He's a blood hunter. He does blood magic.
It's a thing. It's my
It's his
thing.
thing. It's this whole thing. Anyways, the night proceeds as you wish. If there's anything, if you guys head back to the bar, if there's anything you wish to RP or go through, we can go through that. Or we can also head on to the next day.
Well, whatever you guys do, I'm planning on going to to bed. Been a long day, been fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Got my belly full, had a drink.
Yeah, there's a lot of knowledge dropped. I'm gonna just try to focus on retaining that information. No more partying.
Rest is important.
It's not as fun to party when you lose the buzz.
When you
gotta
lose
get
the
that
buzz,
buzz
and
back.
you get hit with that mental clarity.
You guys,
Oh shit.
so you guys head to bed. As soon as you two get to bed, the effects of his potion wears off, and you are back to being drunk.
All right.
So as soon as we lay in bed.
Man, they're gonna wake up with a hangover.
It's like I'm walking. I'm just like, man, that buzz. I'm so sad it wore off. I lay down, and all of a sudden the room just starts spinning.
He never gave you that.
You
'cause
were
weren't
plaster
drunk.
drunk because you passed your con save, so he didn't give you that potion. He gave the other two the potion.
It's true.
Saren.
In a completely different room.
We all got different rooms. Okay.
Saren.
So yeah, if I was there, I probably could do.
Hold on. What can I do?
I'm gonna say that I'm kneeling
Go to sleep.
at my window, staring at the moon, trying to glean information about what we just heard.
Okay. So morning comes.
You want to go?
Oh, I don't feel so good.
I am up bright and early. I am down in the
Do we make
slick and
a
spit,
roll?
I assume.
Do we make a roll of how bad we feel in the morning?
Sure. Give me a D20 roll. Actually, no. Let's make this a D100 roll.
What? Have we done one before?
Percentage die.
Big money, big money, big money.
No whammies.
Fitty twee. Fitty twee.
With a 53.
Oh God.
Maelthorin, you didn't get that drunk, so I'm gonna say even with the 29, we're gonna say that your mouth is just really, really, really dry. For
It's like one of the worst side
Sabas with a 73 on the D100, you're pretty okay. You have like a slight pounding in your head.
Slight pounding.
Just a slight pounding.
Close the curtains. It's so bright.
And Balasar with a 53, your head pounding is a little bit worse, and I'm going to say that you have light sensitivity for this morning.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Right
So-
on.
Fireball.
Fine.
you go to
I start
fire.
blasting.
You go to fireball, and nothing comes out.
I'm just gonna have my hood just over just like this for now. Just try to keep the light out.
Kind of over your snout.
Yeah. Just right on top.
I just like burst through the door, and I'm not. Hey, what's up, guys? Like really loud and obnoxious because I know that they hurt. And I'm like, oh, I think I had
Top of
just
the
as much
morning,
as you guys. I think I had as much as you guys had to drink. Are you guys okay? I have really like, man, I need to get some water. I can tell you that much right now. I need to get some water up in here.
Yeah,
And then I take the drink, and I'm like,
grovel.
you guys want some food? Really greasy food? Breakfast sounds good, doesn't it? Breakfast.
Do they do breakfast here? That'd be great. I get really
Blasting
excited
you
about
with
breakfast.
a lightning blast sounds real good right now.
You head down to the Slick and Spit, and for as a post-tournament special on this now Monday, Rusung the 12th, as a post-tournament special, instead of eggs and potatoes, they got eggs, or steak and potatoes, they got steak and eggs.
Yes.
In this economy?
And you say, as you
Luxury.
guys sit down, and they're like, 5 steak and eggs, and you see in the back just a ginormous egg. And
Whose egg is that?
What laid that?
Ooh.
the bird that's up on the wall.
Oh, look up at the wall.
Right. Yeah. As stated, there was like the head of a bear and the head of like a bird eagle looking animal. It's like that thing laid it right before we slew it.
It's not
it's-
alive anymore. I thought you were telling me
Yeah,
it was
I can't.
alive.
Too bad I
Bird
can't
bear.
lay any more eggs.
How much for the egg?
We're
They're
cooking you.
making it
We're
into
cooking
steak
you
and eggs for
breakfast.
us.
I want the whole egg. I don't want to eat it.
That's for all of us.
What are you gonna do to the egg? No, we'll get you an egg later. It's okay.
I want it. I want one of them.
Just the egg or what hatches?
Yes.
Okay, but well, if you take this egg, can we still get breakfast? Is this their only egg?
You see, in the middle of this conversation, the bartender is just gone.
Oh,
I
good.
swear, if you're trying to like 3 multi-class into a Beastmaster as well, you're drawing real thin there,
I
buddy.
promise you, I'll take you to get an egg. At first sight, when we travel, I am going. It's my mission, but I need breakfast.
But
Eat it.
I really wanted.
You'll have part of the egg.
Fine.
I've got your back. My dad taught me how to find eggs. It's so easy. We've got this.
Just always wanted a companion.
There
It's
are other
fine.
ways.
Are we not enough? I gestured to us. Are we not companioning?
Where were you when I was getting my face punched in?
I
Punching
think I
the
was
other
on the
guy?
same field.
Getting punched as
All
well.
right, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just angry. I'm sorry.
Hey,
You know
man,
what?
hungover,
It sounds
like
really
that.
good right about now. Smell my eggs.
You don't say.
And as you say that, 5 steak and eggs come on. The eggs have a little bit of cheese on them. That's all melted on the eggs. The
Put some cheese on it.
Saren is very excited about breakfast.
Ready. Eggs and steak.
and you see,
Chowtown.
as you guys start, they bring over like a little bottle of like this like red sauce. Like
Y'all got ketchup?
this here we've got from the goblins down underground. They were growing some
Love
peppers, so this is a spicy little mix here. If you guys are looking for a little kick this morning.
I open it up, I uncork it, and I don't stop.
Is it? Are we talking like classic glass bottle, like king, trying to get it out?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm like taking my eggs and dipping it under his stream of sauce so I get some.
I'll just take the plate and just do a little.
Yeah. You guys.
And I smash it in my hand.
Oh, no.
And I start smashing.
This glass actually doesn't break.
What is this made of? Did he come
Magically-
out?
Magically enforced glass, so people like you don't do this.
Ah,
It's tough to run a restaurant nowadays.
this is stronger than my hammer. And I put it down.
Yeah, you guys.
Maybe try this. And just slide him a knife. You use that to get the last bit.
No,
Not like that. Not like...
So yeah, you guys have a nice breakfast and all that, and you head down to the High Wizard's office, in which already, as you walk in on his desk, there is a chest. And you see he's kind of like standing up by his chair and kind of like flipping through a book, and closes the book, and it kind of like floats over back into the shelf. Congratulations on finishing first and representing Violet Hall to their first victory. You see, he goes over and touches the chest, and you see a little swirl of magic as the lock unlocks, and as the lid pops open, he goes, "Grand prize, 5,000 gold for all of you."
Each or for all?
1,000 each?
No, look,
5,000 each.
come on, we gotta be reasonable here, guys. This is Jeremiah talking as DM. We gotta be reasonable here, guys.
So he said 5,000 each. Yeah.
1,000 each.
Well, that's what I said.
Hmm.
First.
Gotta be reasonable here. That's
So,
fair. That's
you
fair.
each get 1,000 gold pieces.
How much is facial reconstruction magic surgery?
We have
Because-
masks. I still got the masks.
I just got smoked.
I believe Gofor does it without magic for free.
Ow. Don't worry, lad.
How well do you
Your
think I
wounds.
could get with like a hat flick? How fast do you think this guy is?
A hat flick.
Yeah, just like a little.
Faster than you.
He's not wearing a hat.
Dang it! That's fine.
God damn it.
You see, yeah, that was a great performance. I can see why all the other towns were really talking about you. I hear you guys have a couple months before you head to Gilbank. You guys have chosen to go investigate that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of weird things have been going on, as you all are aware before we were. Just be safe. And if you have any means of reaching out to us in any time of need. Here on the mainland, if you're stuck in Galebank, there's not a whole lot that we can do here, but with you guys being the ones that are kind of leading this investigation, if there's anything, let us know. And at this point, you hear loud knocks on the door as both Shortbeard and Longbeard open the door and walk in. And they're kind of like, "Hi, wizard." He's like, "Hello, you're back from your gathering mission, yes?" And he's like, "Yes, we have something rather disturbing. The report, the areas in the northern desolation where we would gather the ingredients for a lot of our stuff has been disappeared. We went to the caves where, and he sees you guys in here now. We went to the caves for the gems for your arrows, and nothing was left. Nothing was there. But there were plenty of stems of the rocks last we went. I'm not sure if anybody is somehow going into the area. We haven't heard of anybody willingly heading into the desolation since before it turned into the desolation. We're wondering if maybe it has something to do with the tower and Astrofel disappearing as well. The High Wizard goes, "Okay. We can send people out to investigate further. I do really appreciate your quickness in getting this message to me. And you see they walk up and they actually Dubagger and Balasar give you a couple gold pieces back because they're not going to be able to fulfill your orders. Yes, well, if you need any more, if you need a guide for your investigators, let us know. We'll head back out with them. And they kind of like nod their head and walk out.
If I may, as they're turning, how far into the desolation have you been going for these materials?
I'd say about half a day. But we also have short legs. We're dwarves. Come on. And you see on the wall there is a map of Carnavia, and you see that he points at kind of near, if you look at the left side where all the little mountain, where all those mountain ranges are. A little bit to the right of that, kind of where, basically where the T is, and the.
Yeah.
Which is pretty close to where you used to call home.
Fantastic.
That's
Is this all by land, or do you travel by boat to cross this body of water? Do you cut across, or do you?
We normally travel by boat.
Right. Okay.
Once we reach the other end, that's when it takes the half-day travel. But overall, the trip itself, it takes, 3 days, depending on the wind.
Is this just you two, or do you have a whole crew that goes out to do this?
No, it's kind of a family trip we go on, the two of us.
With no other protection.
We are our protection. And you see that they are in like full gear, like full plates, like dwarven full mail, big hammers on their sides, and you see Shortbeard has a shield strapped to his back. We are very capable.
Well, thank you for that information. I feel like we might see you again soon.
And as they walk out, the High Wizard, hearing your statement, you guys just went through the tournament and have been running yourselves ragged. Are you sure you want to investigate this? We can send our own people.
It gives us something to do right now while we're waiting.
I don't speak for my whole team, but I look at all them, but this is something I would be very invested in.
I think we're going.
You see a little bit of a smile and a nod of understanding from the High Wizard. He goes, no rest for the wicked or the young. I remember those days. Well, at least take a day rest. But if you head out, make sure you have warm clothes, as you do now. Northern Desolation.
Days, do you?
A little bit, yeah.
With Lord Carvin and everything?
Lord Carvin, Ogrurum, Shaki, the bartender of the Serpent's Fang. The owner of Serpent's Fang, I should say.
Right.
Okay. We were all in the war together, and then Lord Carvin, Ogrurum, and myself led the charge during the witch hunts. Shortly after the war, yeah.
Do you know anything very specific about a nameless void?
Yes, Lord Carvin did mention that he brought that up. He knows just as much as we all do on that subject, unfortunately. We were all there together. I haven't been able to find anything else on them. And he kind of like gestures back, and you see that, like, the hundreds of books that he has on his walls. I've checked every source. That's why I'm hoping Galebank has some answers. Or now that their memories returned, if we can get Gofor and Grodar back to home.
Okay.
Sorry for keeping that a secret as well. Until they remembered themselves, we didn't really know what to make of them ourselves, but knowing their connection with Edenfell was quite a shock.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we'll find some more answers for you.
Hopefully you find some answers for yourself as well. It seems from what was told to Lord Carvin and then told to us, or told to Orgruum, told to us, each and every one of you seem to be somewhat personally invested in this somehow. Weird turn of events,
so.
but that's fate, if you believe in such a thing, has a way of working.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully fate leads you all to a series of bright days ahead.
That's all I've ever hoped for.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a meeting with the other leaders to tell them the results of this tournament. Once again, congratulations. How would they know? They're not here. They're still back. It's kind of hard for them to leave their towns.
Tell, when you see Lord Carvin, you let him know that he can thank us for putting a good name on Violet Hall.
I'm pretty sure he's been doing that since the day you all got together.
No.
And that, I think, is a good spot for us to leave off for tonight. As a potential side quest makes its way, which you guys have heavily gravitated towards. As the party heads to the desolation, once known as the Northern Wing, once home to Balasar, where the mystery of the never ending ice, the never melting ice, and the mystery of what has happened to not only Balasar's clan, but the rest of the dragons and dragonborns that once called this place home.
Mm-hmm.
Which, to be clear, we don't know if there's one.
Give me a strength check.
Oh, break your hand. Let's see it.
No.
Last time we went down someplace like this, we found an underground city. Let's check this out.
Yeah, what are the odds that happens
Ooh.
twice? If there are snow goblins in my hometown this whole time...
Once in darkness, the light prevailed, but in that light, the shadow remains. Only he worthy of the power of light sees through the shadow. The Speak with Dead spell takes place.
Were you happy with the life that you had?